Dear friends, now we are going to discuss a electron transport system in respiration. In aerobic respiration, total number of steps are 4. One is a glycolysis, second one link reaction, third one TCA cycle, Krebs cycle, and last one is electron transport system. Electron transport system. Okay, so what about a electron transport system in respiration? ETS concerned with oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so if we go back to light reaction, there we studied chemiosmosis. Peter Mitchell's chemiosmotic mechanism. Okay, so this mechanism explains, this one explains one, that is a photophosphorylation. Photophosphorylation. What is a photophosphorylation? Synthesis of ATP in the presence of light. So in the presence of light, inorganic phosphate is added to ADP to synthesize a ATP molecule. That is called as the photophosphorylation by non-cyclic and cyclic electron transport system. We studied that one in the case of photosynthesis. That one already completed. And second one is oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so chemiosmosis is concerned with explaining the mechanism of synthesis of ATP during photosynthesis and respiration, and respectively called as photophosphorylation, oxidative phosphorylation. So in respiration, this ETS, electron transport system, is concerned with oxidative phosphorylation. So this one is concerned with simply I'm writing OP, oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so here during oxidation and reduction, they are responsible for synthesis of ATP, hence the name oxidative phosphorylation. So because of oxidation and reduction, we'll see what is that oxidation and reduction is responsible for synthesis of ATP molecule. How that oxidation and reduction are responsible for ATP synthesis, we will see at the time of mechanism. In the case of photophosphorylation, light is responsible for synthesis of ATP, right? So because of oxidation and reduction responsible for ATP synthesis, It is called as oxidative phosphorylation. Right? Next. So before moving into mechanism of electron transport system in respiration, we should know what are the main compounds which are undergoing oxidation during electron transport system and what are the components of electron transport system. So this ETS is concerned with oxidation of reduced coenzymes. Produced during oxidation of respiratory substrate. Oxidation of respiratory substrate. Here I'm taking glucose molecule. Not only glucose, that may be amino acid or lipid, protein, or whatever it is. Respiratory substrate, any respiratory substrate. Respiratory substrate, not only glucose molecule. So now what are those reduced coenzymes? Already we discussed. Out of one glucose molecule, completely, if one glucose molecule is completely oxidized, 12 molecules of reduced coenzymes are produced. What are they? 10 molecules of NADH and 2 molecules of FADH. Okay, so this electron transport system is concerned with oxidation of NADH and oxidation of FADH. So here, oxygen is required for the oxidation of both NADH and FADH. So during aerobic respiration, oxygen is involved at the end only. Oxygen is not involved during glycolysis, link reaction, and Krebs cycle. So its involvement is a terminal, means last, involved during electron transport system only. So here oxygen is main driving force. Oxygen is concerned with oxygen is final acceptor, ultimate acceptor, is final acceptor of electrons and hydrogen atoms. Hydrogen atoms are H plus protons, H plus. So ultimately, O2 is acceptor of electrons and protons coming from oxidation of NADH and FADH. So final acceptor of electrons and H plus from the oxidation of NADH and FADH. Okay, so what is the main function of ETS? oxidative phosphorylation here by causing oxidation of reduced coenzymes. Okay, so out of one glucose molecule completely oxidized, maximum amount of energy is liberated in the form of reduced coenzymes, particularly NADH and FADH, particularly NADH. Directly, what about the total number of ATP molecules produced? 6 molecules of ATP. Indirectly, from oxidation of NADH and FADH. So maximum amount of chemical energy is liberated in reduced coenzymes, particularly in the form of NADH. So very less amount of energy is directly produced. 6 molecules of direct formation of ATP molecules. So maximum number of ATP molecules are coming from NADH, FADH indirectly, right? So that's about the introduction part of ETS. So before moving into mechanism, what are the components involved in electron transport system? Here we are studying oxidative phosphorylation in respiration in plants, respiration part, okay? Now, what are the components of electron transport system? Without understanding components of electron transport system, you can't understand the mechanism of oxidative phosphorylation. So what about the components? Okay, so 5 complexes, total number of complexes, 5 complexes, and other electron carriers, ubiquinone. Simply I'm writing UQ, ubiquinone, like a plastoquinone. Ubiquinone like a plastoquinone. Next, cytochrome CYT, I'm writing cytochrome C. Okay, so 5 complexes, ubiquinone, cytochrome C. Actually, these 2 are mobile electron carriers. Mobile electron carriers. But according to INSEAD textbook and NEET exam, cytochrome C is a mobile electron carrier. Actually, this is also mobile electron carrier. But according to NEET exam, if they ask you which one is a mobile electron carrier, go for cytochrome C. We'll see what are they. What are the 5 complexes? Ubiquinone and cytochrome C. Okay, and all these complexes, all these are within mitochondrial crestae of mitochondria in eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are in the mesosome of bacteria. Okay, so crestae, mitochondrial crestae, inner membrane, folding, involved folding. So membranes, those which are with ETS, are concerned with energy transformation or simply energy conversion. Thylakoids, conversion of radiant energy into chemical energy, ATP and NADPHH plus. And these membranes are concerned with conversion of energy present in NADH, FADH into ATP. Now, what are the complexes? One by one. How many complexes? 5 complexes. So, what are the components present in each complex? First one, complex 1. First complex. Complex 1. So, complex 1 is with an enzyme. The enzyme name is NADH dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase enzyme. That enzyme is with a prosthetic group. Prosthetic group. Actually, this is a coenzyme, but according to textbook, prosthetic group was given. Follow like that. FMN. What is a FMN? Flavin mononucleotide. Flavin mononucleotide. And certain number of iron, sulfur centers, many are present. Okay, so these are the components of a complex 1. Now, what is the role of this complex in electron transport system? Okay, so role is oxidation of NADH. Oxidation of NADH produced within mitochondrial matrix. It was clearly mentioned. Role is oxidation of NADH produced within mitochondrial matrix in the case of eukaryotes. Okay, next. So this one is gateway, entry point, gateway of electron transport system concerned with oxidation of NADH. So that is about complex 1. Next, ubiquinone. After completion of components, I will give you flowchart. And at the time of flowchart also, I will explain all the complexes, right? So ubiquinone. It is electron carrier between complex 1 and complex 3. We will see what is the complex 3 weight. Next, it is concerned with the transporter of electron carrier between complex 1 and complex 3. So transporter of electrons between complex 1 and 3 and complex 2 and 3. 1 and 3. Wait, yeah, 1 minute. 1 and 3, 2 and 3. So it is a electron carrier between complex 1 and 3, 2 and 3 also. Remember that one. So here, very, very important thing is ultimately electrons are accepted by complex 3 from ubiquinone. Okay, so that is the role, right? So according to that, ubiquinone is able to cause oxidation of complex 1 and 2 and reduction of complex 3. Okay, right? Now, complex 2 here I'm taking. What is complex 2? Okay, so complex 2 is with one enzyme. Ubiquinone is a protein acting as a electron carrier. Complex 2. So this is with a succinic or succinate. Succinate dehydrogenase. Okay, so complex 2 is with one enzyme. Its name is a succinic or succinate or succinic acid dehydrogenase. So this enzyme is involved in TCA cycle and here also. So complex 2 is involved in TCA cycle and electron transport system. Out of all the enzymes involved in TCA cycle, only one enzyme is not located within the mitochondrial matrix. Remaining all are within the mitochondrial matrix. What is that one? Succinic acid dehydrogenase. So what is the location of succinic acid dehydrogenase? Crest of mitochondria, not within the mitochondrial matrix. Right? So that is the enzyme. Now, what about the prosthetic group of this one? This is with a prosthetic group, that is a prosthetic group, actually coenzyme, but follow in your textbook. Prosthetic group, that is FAD. Actually, that is coenzyme, but follow in your textbook. And with a certain number of iron, sulfur centers. Okay, right? Now, what is the role of complex 2? Okay, right? Role is oxidation of FADH and a reduction of ubiquinone. Here also oxidation of NADH, and this one is concerned with a reduction of ubiquinone, right? So that is about a complex 1, ubiquinone, complex 2. Now, third complex. Third complex. Okay, so third complex is called as it is also called as, what about the names of this one? First names. It is also called as ubiquinone oxidase, means causing oxidation of ubiquinone, and also called as cytochrome C reductase. So complex 3 is able to cause oxidation of ubiquinone. Come back. What is the role of ubiquinone? Transfer of electron from complex 1 to 3. So 3 is accepting electrons coming from ubiquinone. So what about the fate of ubiquinone? transfer of electrons between 1 and 3, 2 and 3. So come back. Complex 3 is able to accept electrons coming from ubiquinone. So what about the fate of ubiquinone? That will be oxidized, hence the name oxidase. And able to reduce next electron acceptor, that is cytochrome C, reductase, able to reduce cytochrome C. Now, what are the components? These are the other names of that complex. Now, what is the role of this complex? And what about components present in complex 3? So, complex 3 is with, this is actually, these are the names only. So, what are the main components? This is with a cytochrome, cytochrome B C1 complex. This complex is with a cytochrome B C1. Cytochrome B, cytochrome C1. What is cytochrome B C1? That is with a cytochrome B and cytochrome C1. Cytochromes. Go back to mineral nutrition. What are the cytochromes? And with a certain number of iron sulfur centers. With iron sulfur centers. Iron sulfur centers. So what is the role of this one? Already explained. So again, transfer of electrons. It is concerned with transfer of electrons from ubiquinone to cytochrome C, not C1, cytochrome C. Here cytochrome C1, that is cytochrome C. What is cytochrome C? We'll see. Okay, so that is the role of complex 3. Next. We are within the chapter respiration in plants. Now, cytochrome C. Okay. So chemical it is a protein, proteinaceous. Proteinaceous, mobile, electron carrier. Mobile electron carrier. And it is attached to outer surface of inner membrane in mitochondria. Inner membrane of mitochondria. That is facing or towards, facing intermembrane space. So it is a mobile electron carrier. So it is mobile electron carrier between mobile electron carrier between complex 3 and complex 4. Okay, initially I'm giving synopsis for that one. With the help of flowchart, we can understand what are those dialogues, what I'm writing here. Just listen. Okay, so it is mobile electron carrier between complex 3 and 4. Okay, so it is able to cause oxidation of complex 3 and reduction of complex 4. Right, so there is about cytochrome C, mobile electron carrier. right? So it is able to transfer electrons. See, complex 3 to 4. That is in between complex 3 and 4. Okay, so oxidation of complex 3 and reduction of complex 4. You can write it here. So oxidation of complex 3 and reduction of complex 4. So that is about a mobile electron carrier, cytochrome C. Now, complex 4. Fourth complex. Okay, so this complex is also called as, what are the names of this one? This one is a cytochrome C oxidase. It is able to cause oxidation of cytochrome C by accepting electrons coming from cytochrome C. Now, what are the components? This is with 2 copper containing proteins. This is very, very important. Copper containing proteins. What are they? Copper containing protein A, copper containing protein B, A and B type. Okay, they are the proteins. Next, cytochrome A and A3. 2 types of cytochromes, A and A3. Now, what is the role of complex 4? This is very, very important. Reason, we'll see. You can understand now. Transfer of electrons. Electrons from cytochrome C, mobile electron carrier. Cytochrome C from this one to oxygen, to the oxygen. Okay, so that is about complex 4. Now, last complex. Reaching oxygen. With help of complex 4, electrons are reaching oxygen. Remember this one. Accepted. No electron now. Accepted by oxygen, that is reduced into H2O. Next complex. Complex 5. This complex is well known to you. What is the complex? This is ATP synthase complex. That is a integral protein, transmembrane protein. Go back to electron transport system in photosynthesis. There we studied same complex, 5th complex, ATP synthase. So this is also called as F0, F1 or CF0, CF1. Okay, factor 0, factor naught, factor 1, coupling factor, right? So for example, this is a inner mitochondrial membrane. Inner mitochondrial membrane. Crest region, crest part, inner mitochondrial membrane. So this part is F0 and this part F1. Okay, so F0 is inside the membrane. F1 part, head piece, protruded into mitochondrial matrix. Mitochondrial matrix. Okay, so in the case of mitochondria, F1 is towards mitochondrial matrix. In the case of chloroplast, F1 is towards stroma. Okay, so F0, what is F0? Go back to photosynthesis. F0 is proton channel. It is concerned with transportation of H plus ions. So it is concerned with facilitated diffusion of H plus, non-catalytic transportation of protons. And what about F1 with enzyme ATP synthase? Enzyme is present. This is a catalytic. So here, what about the role of this complex? Synthesis of ATP molecule. Synthesis of ATP molecule. Recently, in the previous NEET examination, they asked one statement out of all the statements, which one is correct or incorrect. There it was given. Fifth complex, complex 5, concerned with the ATP synthesis. This statement was given. Complex 5. Yeah, that is true. Complex 5, in the case of respiration, is concerned with synthesis of ATP. That is true statement. This was asked. Okay. So that's about various complexes. Total number of complexes, 5 complexes. In addition to 5 complexes, mobile electron carriers, ubiquinone, cytochrome C. But according to NCERT textbook, cytochrome C is a mobile electron carrier. Okay. Now, what about the location of all these complexes? Now, with the help of a diagram, now we are going to understand the location of all these complexes. Here I'm giving location of complexes within the mitochondria. So this one is inner mitochondrial membrane. Inner mitochondrial membrane. Now look into your textbook. Observe the diagram given in your textbook. Okay, so this is a inner mitochondrial membrane. Inner membrane. Inner membrane. Okay, so this one is mitochondrial matrix, or according to textbook, this one is intermembrane space, as it is your textbook. Intermembrane space, perimitochondrial space, and this one mitochondrial matrix. Just I'm giving location of components only, and we will discuss oxidation later after completion of this one. So complex 1, here complex 1 is given. That complex 1, this is a dummy diagram, not the real one. Here complex 1 is given. Okay, so that complex is with here given one F, M, N, and iron sulfur centers. So this is a complex 1. Already I told you. Complex 1 is with an enzyme. What is that enzyme? NADH dehydrogenase. And prosthetic group, FMN, iron sulfur centers. Just I'm giving location on. We'll see what about the mechanism of oxidation. Okay, so now ubiquinone, ubiquinone here, ubiquinone. That is the location of ubiquinone. Next complex. Complex 1, and this one is complex 3, third complex. Now, what are the components present in third complex? That is cytochrome complex. Actually, cytochrome B, iron sulfur center, cytochrome C1. Simply cytochrome BC1 complex. Cytochrome BC1 complex. Right? That is about complex 3. Next, here in this location, cytochrome C, mobile electron carrier, attached to membrane towards intermembrane side, means towards outer surface of the inner mitochondrial membrane. Right? So that's about a cytochrome C location. That is a mobile electron carrier. Next, here, this one, flask shaped structure. This is a dummy diagram, not the real one. Okay, so this one is with this complex is complex 2. What is the enzyme here? The enzyme is succinic acid or succinate dehydrogenase complex. And what is the prosthetic group of that one? FAD. FMN, flavin mononucleotide. Flavin adenine dinucleotide. Mononucleotide, dinucleotide. Okay, so flavin mononucleotide. Flavin adenine dinucleotide. Next, with certain number of iron sulfur centers. FES, iron sulfur centers. And here also ubiquinone was given. Ubiquinone. So that is about complex 2. According to your textbook alignment of complexes. Right? Now, fourth complex. Fourth complex. That complex. Okay, so here it is with a copper containing protein A. Next, cytochrome A, cytochrome A3, copper containing protein B. These are the components. And the last complex is well known to you. What is that one? That is F0 part, F1 part, ATP synthase complex. Right? So, to understand mechanism of electron transport system, this is the way to study. Okay, right? Is it clear? So that's about components which are involved in electron transport system during respiration. Right?